It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely. Where them girls at? Well, that's something that Chris Harrison from the Bachelor won't be saying anytime soon.
What happened with him?
Well, WTF. The Bachelor host, Chris Harrison, is forced to quit for being racist. Yeah, but was he? All right. To Red Pill Jen, she's going to fill us in now on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave your comment. Definitely help us out. Share this video now. That's the best thing you can do for us, by the way. All right, to help with that shadow ban, the stupid social media tech censorship. All right. Well, Red Pill Jen.
All right.
Let's get into this because this was a hot topic.
Very hot topic.
Hot topic.
Hotter than the hot tub on The Bachelorette.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently this isn't the first time that that old Chris Harrison has towed the line, but the latest one, essentially, I've never watched the show. It's not my jam. But there's The Bachelor and then there's The Bachelorette. You know?
Okay.
So he hosts both of them. So there's a current,
and he's been in it for
like
since
18.
the beginning, right?
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
This has been the guy.
Yeah, he's the host, and he's so the show in it. He's a part of it. He's the backbone in a way. So the current front runner, as they put it, her name is Rachel Kirkconnell on The Bachelor, current season of The Bachelor. Back in 2018, she attended what's described as an antebellum themed party, so an old South themed party. You know, the big dresses and the and then all that good stuff. And
okay.
So now I guess Chris Harrison, this is really convoluted. I didn't realize that there was that much going on with this Bachelor crap.
So she posted this picture that's on the screen.
Correct.
In 2018.
2018.
Oh my God! Look, no wonder why those two girls in the picture went blackface.
That's so rude.
That's crazy.
So Chris Harrison has a podcast.
Uh-huh.
And I guess he was interviewing a woman of color by the name of Rachel Lindsay, who was a former Bachelorette star. And the discussion, apparently, this is so confusing. This Rachel girl, this Rachel girl, she caught flack for posting that, saying that it was, people were saying that it was racist for her to dress and for her to honor that period in time that was so harmful to people of color.
Okay.
And so Chris Harrison was on with...
You better cancel all those Gettysburg reenactments.
Yeah, all the reenactments. They're going to have to go.
Right.
So Chris is interviewing Rachel Lindsay, who, again, is a woman of color.
Yeah.
And Chris Harrison's comment was something I think we've all said, that what might pass as okay several years ago will no longer pass in the current societal climate. And that was essentially all he said was, so he was just trying to have a friendly conversation. And at the end of this podcast, he even sent a text to Rachel Lindsay, the one who's complaining about all of this, and had said, hey, that was a good conversation, kind of like we do here on the show. We shake hands after, hey, I'm glad we could have this conversation without getting in each other's faces. And so Chris Harrison really didn't think he'd done anything wrong. So, of course, the internet and the Bachelor Nation, as they put it, I guess that's a thing.
Oh, God.
Dennis,
do you watch the show?
Not once.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Talk about misogynistic.
I've never seen
Now,
it.
if you were the Bachelor, I would.
Well, we got a Clarksville. I'll fill you in later.
I love it. We can't watch Grease because it's misogynistic,
right,
but we're hawking off men and women.
The Bachelor and Bachelorette, right? There's such a double standard.
Disgusting.
So okay, so he's fine. He went on this podcast, had the conversation. Everything's fine. What went wrong?
Within the next couple of weeks, couple of months, however long it was, starts going around. You know how it goes. One person raises a ruckus, and next thing you know...
Who raised the ruckus? The girl he was talking to?
I guess the girl he was talking to felt as though he should have come forward with an apology of some sort sooner. And so she was upset. And so, of course, this starts making the social media rounds and Twitter rounds and all that. And ultimately, they confronted him. And the way it stands right now, as of this past Sunday, I believe, was not that he was stepping down permanently, but that he was taking a break to reevaluate his priorities and to and he used the term the woke police, I guess, in the podcast. And that rubbed people the wrong way.
Well, I mean, here it is. And then here's what gets me. So he steps, so everyone comes after him. Okay, he steps aside. He quits the job or whatever. Now, if he quit because he was getting crap from NBC or whatever, I'd be like, good for you, man.
NBC hasn't issued ABC, I think, hasn't issued a statement yet at all.
I'd be like, good for you. Congratulations. You're standing up for yourself and you quit and you're walking away. But then I read his apology, and this guy sucks.
The thing's like 2 paragraphs long.
Here's what he wrote. I have spent the last few days listening to the pain my words have caused. Dude, man up. Yeah. You said it. You mean it. You had a conversation on your podcast about it. Own it.
And then went several weeks without saying a word. Basically, the only reason it's a back-ass apology because the only reason he's given it is because he's being forced to.
And I am deeply remorseful. No, listen. If you're being asked to leave, don't give in to them with this fake apology. I don't believe your apology. I am deeply remorseful. For what? Believing that this is something. Let me get paraphrase what he said. What she did in the past is in the past. Mm-hmm. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada.
Exactly.
All right. My ignorance did damage to my friends. Yeah, you're an idiot. You're right. Not for this, though. My ignorance did damage to my friends, colleagues, and strangers alike. I have no one to blame but myself. I'm done reading it. You're a pussy. Good for you. You don't deserve to have a job.
It's incredibly
okay?
incredibly sanctimonious. It really is. And the thing is that according to the articles that I read, again, he's taking a step back. He didn't quit. He wasn't fired. And he said that he would like to focus more on the behind the scenes. So it sounds to me like they're just sort of setting him to the side, letting the flames.
He's just giving an apology so he can still have a job. That's probably what it is.
I set standards for myself and have not met them.
Here's what irritates me about it, though, is that he really didn't. He's not the one who did or said anything, quote unquote, racist. Technically, if anything, if they want to cancel somebody, they should be coming after the girl who attended the antebellum style party and not after Chris Harrison. And I don't have a dog in this race. Like, I can't. I don't. I have.
She shouldn't even be. I mean, she went to a party.
Yeah.
Listen, I went to a Halloween party in 2006. You know what I dressed up as? My favorite character on TV at that time.
Who was?
Flavor Flav.
Uh-oh.
From head to toe.
You're canceled, Padula.
Wow. Are there pictures of that out there?
Probably not.
I hope so.
And
I'll never apologize for that because I was paying homage to one of my favorite rappers of all time who was back in the limelight. What was that TV show?
Flavor of Love. I loved that show.
Yes.
Well, and again, Chris Harrison didn't. I mean, the woke police comment again. That's pissing people off. But the biggest premise was that how dare you defend this prior contestant for wearing this offensive outfit when he really didn't defend her. All he did was state an obvious fact that we're all aware of, and that is that what we got away with in the past.
Well, Dennis, listen to this. Mm-hmm. Quote, to the black community, to the BIPOC community.
What's that mean?
It's people of color.
Yeah.
POC is people of color.
Oh.
To the bi people of color, I am so sorry. My words were harmful. I am listening, and I truly apologize for my ignorance and pain it caused you. I want to give you my heartfelt thanks to the people. Get out of here.
Well, I thought Potato Head lost his tater tots.
Yeah, this guy's got.
He's got little spuds.
Like, you're 49 years old, sir. Act like it.
Yeah.
Hash browns.
I am so grateful to those who have reached out to help me on my path to anti-racism. You're not a racist.
This guy needs to spend about a week with Clint Eastwood.
Fish face. I loved him in Gran Torino.
Whenever people issue statements like this, it always makes me wonder what they're saying while they're typing it.
Bae, what do you make of all this? You know what I mean?
You see, like I was saying earlier, Joe, like people think that their opinions matter. People think that, people actually care what other people think.
Yeah.
They don't. You know.
God
what I mean?
forbid the Bachelor Nation be ticked off at you. A bunch
Right.
of, you know,
A bunch of people that like watching a show about one guy. You
bunch
know,
of
hanging
people
out
made
with
of
however many
plastic.
girls.
screwing each other, and their opinion matters somehow.
Yep.
No.
Joe, I've got 2 words for you.
What's that? What do you got, Dennis?
75 million.
I think that would technically be 3, wouldn't it, with the hyphen in there?
If he,
Yeah.
if he, so why even
Good call.
why even step aside? You know what I mean?
To appease the masses, because that's
need a
what
job.
everyone does.
If
these
he's got all
days.
this money,
He needs a job.
yeah, you're right.
And you got to think about it. Just because you in Hollywood doesn't mean that you're rich.
Babe,
That's true.
do you feel that this man is less of a man because of the apology and groveling?
He just a punk ass.
You're just a punk ass, sir. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I will never make as much money as you've made. My name will not be known as well as yours ever, maybe. But at least I'm not saying sorry for dressing up like.
And that's not a real sorry. That's a forced sorry.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly.
Forced.
By having the fake sorry
Make
is
it,
even more disrespectful,
insulting.
and that's racist. Thinking that I am fooling them because they have less intelligence than I. Do you know what I mean?
Well, and these people should be defending themselves instead of
Wait,
know,
what do you mean these people?
these people that are being
Okay,
called out
just-
by these woke police. I
What
guess
do you
is,
mean
is
these
what they're
people?
called. You know, what I
Nah,
mean?
Tropic Thunder.
But I mean, they should be defending themselves instead of just giving into it. You know, that these people aren't taught to stand up for themselves.
I think he should have gone on and he should have said, "Hey, listen, I apologize if my comments offended anyone, but I stand behind what I say. I don't feel like what I said was directly racist. If you took it that way,
That's on
I'm
you.
sorry I hurt you, but
It's on
I
you.
stand by what I say."
Right.
See,
and here's the thing. I would never even say I'm sorry I hurt you. I would actually just slow it down and say, why are you allowing yourself to get hurt
Yes.
by comments that were not directed towards you?
I'm saying if you wanted to do it in a diplomatic fashion to
No,
where you could
fudge that.
appease people,
Had
it
to
would,
fudge it.
know.
Yeah, you did.
Fudge that.
Yeah.
you better be yourself.
But all we're doing is teaching people to be wusses, because if you can't,
That's
if you don't have your word, who are you as a man or a woman or a person? And so stand behind what you say.
Yeah.
Don't let people bully you into making a fake apology 2 months after the event.
And it's a horror show.
It really is.
It's a horror show.
disgusting.
Because it's one dude and all these girls are chasing that dude.
Or vice versa.
Or vice
Yeah,
versa.
yeah.
I watched one season because many years ago a friend from high school was on there, but she wasn't she was a fake contestant. It was the year that they had a mole, where my friend Jenny was.
I have a mole.
Do you?
No, that's
you need to
from,
get that checked.
Moly.
Moly.
Oh, I was
Austin
doing the
Powers.
mole from
Which one?
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh.
Oh,
The
I
one,
wasn't
the
going
one
there.
that kept
It
moving.
kept moving. Right. Sir, what was it your mole on the other side of your face? I have a mole. Right.
No, I watched it that season because it's like, oh, cool. And I was friends with her in high school, but she was friends with the guy who was the Bachelor,
Yeah.
and she was like spying on the girls and going back and telling him. But that's the only season
How
I've
much-
ever watched, and it
how
was
much-
nauseating.
How much longer until there's the transgender Bachelor?
It's probably already in the
The
works.
transgenderette,
yeah. What do you even call it?
the transgenderer.
Well, there
I don't
already
know.
are. I mean, there already are shows
Transette.
out there. I don't know how long it would be before it's accepted in the mainstream.
Do you know, this is according to worldpopulationreview.com. Do you know what percentage of identify as transgender in the U.S.? What percentage?
6%.
I would say 0.4%.
0.4%.
I'm gonna say 12%.
12%. George, you're going.
6.
Bay?
I have no clue.
Bay's like, I don't care either.
Closest without going over. Price is Right rules. The winner is. Nice job, Dennis Potvin. 0.58%.
That's it.
Okay?
And I said,
so
what, 0.4?
half of a percent.
You are kowtowing.
Yeah.
So what, like
Joe-
1.5 million people?
Joe, here's the hypocrisy here, okay? So this guy is making an apology only because he knows who runs Hollywood.
Uh-huh.
And he doesn't want to be like Billy Bush and basically blacklisted forever.
Yep.
Or put on, CBS X
Yeah.
Right.
They shaved that bush, didn't
Yeah.
they?
ESPN Ocho.
Right, because he wants to be employed and keep making millions of dollars per year. But here's the great hypocrisy. How long did Harvey Weinstein get away with all that behavior? That
Decades.
casting couch behavior that he was doing with all these young starlets. How is it HBO forces every actress on every show to get fully nude every single program they run? They require full frontal nudity. I just watched the first episode of Westworld.
Oh, yeah.
I had to take a shower at the end of that. It was disgusting.
No.
I saw more sacks.
Those
and
were
more.
the hottest robots.
No,
I love that.
it was
I
a
love May.
disgusting,
You know May?
pornographic show. So is Game of Thrones,
I would go to that theme park just for May.
and that's okay. That's okay for the Warner Brothers executives who own HBO,
Right.
To make every actress in Hollywood have to get full frontal. That's fine.
Yeah.
But this girl goes to, what was it, an Annabelle Gone with the Wind
Yeah.
kind of party.
Yeah.
And so now just someone who had talked about it, he has to apologize. Right?
But yeah, no one's coming for her, notice.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of backward stuff. Now I understand a lot more why this was the hot topic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Very hot.
What, WTF?
Steaming hot.
I might start watching it, though.
The Bachelor?
Yeah.
You think you need a shower after HBO?
No, I'll
You
tell
might want to
ya.
just sit
Who's
in the
going to
tub
be the
and
new
watch
host?
it. They have a few other individuals. Actually, the girl, the Rachel, the one who complained about the thing. They've got several people in mind.
Is that the whole ploy?
Yeah, just
Did
to get
she
rid of
want the
them.
job?
Maybe.
Wait. Is he the host of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette?
Yes, he's the whole and all of their silly little spin-offs. You know, Bachelor in Paradise and
Bachelor in the Hot Tub.
Bachelor wherever. Yeah, so
Hellman's is a big sponsor of Bachelorette.
mayonnaise.
Yeah,
I never would have guessed.
It's in the hot
Yeah.
tub. I see it a lot.
Hold on. What about
the
Hell
hell?
Woman's?
I think it's Miracle Whip.
Hellman's.
I think it's
What
Miracle
about Hell
Whip.
Woman's?
Oh, Hell Woman's.
Oh.
Amen to
a
that.
women to
and
that.
a women to that. All right, let's move forward. We got to get going, but let us know about your comments. Intern Shane, what do you got?
I'm sorry.
Fill us in.
I just want to say that to answer your question on what BIPOC means.
Yes.
Jen, was it you who said people of
Oh,
color?
I know it's something people of
yeah,
color.
people-
Well,
of color.
the other two is black indigenous people
Indigenous.
of color. Indigenous. What?
Ingenious.
I said
Hey,
indigenous.
The
all right.
black, really smart people of color.
Deborah.
Black ingenious.
Okay, Deborah, continue.
I knew I was going to mispronounce
No, it's
that.
all right.
But that's basically what those first two
Okay,
phrases
so black
mean.
indigenous person of color.
Yep,
Nice.
that's it.
Okay.
Thank you, Intern Shane.
That's what I was looking on my phone for. So
No, that's good. Good
Learn
stuff.
something new every day.
It's the Joe Padula Show. Bada bing. Clarksville's conversation.